Ever wonder why arguments in relationships can feel like you're hitting a brick wall? You're not alone. Here's a shocking fact: 69% of relationship conflicts are about recurring issues that never get resolved, according to Dr. John Gottman, a leading relationship expert. But what if I told you these arguments could be transformed into moments of understanding? Welcome to 6 Ways to Turn Arguments into Understanding. In this video, we'll explore strategies that can change the way you communicate with your partner. Did you know that 93% of communication is nonverbal? Or that simply changing how you listen can drastically improve your relationship satisfaction? We'll dive into the art of empathetic listening, explore how to manage emotions, and reveal techniques to resolve conflicts peacefully. You'll learn to read unspoken signals, see things from your partner's perspective, and build a foundation of trust. Ready to turn those heated debates into meaningful conversations? Stay tuned as we unlock the secrets to better understanding and happier relationships. Let's get started. Chapter 1: Hear Beyond Words, Mastering the Art of Empathetic Listening. Have you ever felt misunderstood during an argument? Often, the root of misunderstanding lies not in what's being said, but in what's being heard. Empathetic listening is your tool to change that. It's about more than just hearing words, it's about understanding the emotions and intentions behind them. This approach can transform your conversations and deepen your connections. The first step in empathetic listening is to truly pay attention. That means putting aside your phone, turning off the TV, and focusing entirely on the other person. It sounds simple, right? But, in today's distraction-filled world, giving someone your full attention is a powerful gift. According to a study by psychologist Tanya Chartrand, when listeners are fully present, speakers feel more valued and are likely to express themselves more honestly. Next, it's crucial to show that you're engaged. Nodding your head, maintaining eye contact, and leaning forward are all nonverbal cues that say, "I'm listening." These small gestures can make a big difference. They signal to the speaker that you're not just hearing their words, you're also feeling their feelings. But empathetic listening doesn't stop at nonverbal cues. Reflecting back what you've heard is key. This could be as simple as saying, "It sounds like you're really upset about this," or "What I'm hearing is that you feel overlooked." This reflection does 2 things: it shows that you're paying attention, and it gives the speaker a chance to clarify their thoughts. Why does this matter? Well, research shows that when people feel heard, their satisfaction in relationships improves. A study from the University of Missouri found that participants who practiced empathetic listening felt closer to their partners and more satisfied with their relationships. To wrap up, remember that empathetic listening is about understanding, not just waiting for your turn to talk. As Stephen R. Covey famously said, most people do not listen with the intent to understand, they listen with the intent to reply. Change that, and you change everything. Chapter 2: Emotions in Play, Navigating the Waves of Feelings. Arguments often trigger a storm of emotions. Understanding these emotional currents can help you navigate through tough conversations without getting lost at sea. The first step is recognizing your own emotions. Are you angry? Frustrated? Hurt? Identifying your feelings is crucial before you can address those of others. Once you're aware of your emotions, managing them becomes the next challenge. Techniques like deep breathing or pausing before responding can keep you calm. These methods aren't just feel-good tips, they're backed by science. The American Psychological Association recommends simple stress management techniques like these to help maintain emotional control during heated discussions. Another powerful tool is the pause. Taking a moment to breathe and collect your thoughts before responding can prevent the conversation from escalating. This pause gives you time to formulate a response that contributes to understanding rather than conflict. It's like pressing the reset button on the conversation. When it comes to the other person's emotions, validation is key. This doesn't mean you agree with what they're saying, but rather that you recognize their feelings as valid. Statements like, "I can see why you feel that way," can diffuse tension and open the door to a more constructive dialogue. Remember, the goal of managing emotions isn't to suppress them, but understand them. As psychiatrist Carl Jung said, emotions are not problems to be solved. They are signals to be interpreted. This interpretation can turn arguments into insights, paving the way for healthier and happier interactions. Chapter 3: Clash to collaborate, strategies for peaceful resolution. Arguments don't have to end in winners and losers. In fact, they can be a stepping stone to better understanding and collaboration. The first step? Embrace conflict resolution strategies that encourage open dialogue and mutual respect. One effective method is using I statements. Instead of saying "you always interrupt me," try "I feel frustrated when I can't finish my sentences." This small shift can reduce defensiveness and open up the conversation. Another key strategy is the stop technique. Stop, think, observe, proceed. When you feel your temper rising, just stop. Take a moment to think about what you really want to convey. Observe the other person's body language and tone. Then proceed with a response that aims for resolution rather than escalation. This technique helps keep the peace and promotes a solution-oriented discussion. Why do these strategies matter? According to a study published by the American Psychological Association, couples who practice solution-oriented communication report higher relationship satisfaction. This suggests that how you talk about problems can be just as important as solving them. Remember, the goal of an argument should be to reach a better understanding, not to prove a point. Renowned mediator William Ury once said, "Listening to understand is one of the most powerful tools in the negotiator's toolkit." By focusing on collaboration, you can turn conflicts into opportunities for strengthening your relationship. Chapter 4: Silent Signals, Understanding Unspoken Words. Did you know that up to 93% of communication is nonverbal? That's right, most of what we say isn't said with words at all. In any discussion, especially an argument, paying attention to body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice is crucial. These nonverbal cues can give you insights into what the other person is really feeling. For instance, crossed arms might suggest defensiveness, while a furrowed brow could indicate confusion. Recognizing these signals can help you adjust your approach. If you notice signs of discomfort, it might be a good moment to ease up or clarify your intentions. It's also important to be aware of your own nonverbal signals. Maintaining eye contact shows you're engaged, while an open posture invites trust and openness. As psychologist Albert Mehrabian famously noted, the silent message can speak louder than words. So, by being conscious of your body language, you can send a message of willingness to understand and collaborate. Use these silent signals to your advantage. They can help diffuse tension and show empathy, paving the way for more effective communication. Remember, understanding each other isn't just about the words spoken, it's about the whole conversation, spoken and unspoken. Chapter 5: Walk a Mile in Their Shoes, The Power of Perspective. Understanding another person's perspective can be a game changer in resolving arguments. It's about seeing the world through their eyes, which can shift your own viewpoint and bring about empathy. This isn't just a feel-good idea, it has real benefits. Research from the University of Virginia found that people who practice perspective-taking report higher levels of empathy and better relationship satisfaction. To start, ask yourself, how would I feel if I were in their shoes? This simple question can open up a whole new understanding. It's not about agreeing with everything they say, but about acknowledging their feelings and experiences as valid. According to Brené Brown, empathy is feeling with people. This means stepping into their emotional space without judgment. One practical exercise is to switch roles in a discussion. Try to articulate your partner's viewpoint as if it were your own. This can be eye-opening and can reveal insights you might have missed. It also shows the other person that you're genuinely trying to understand their side, which can soften their stance and foster a more collaborative spirit. Remember, perspective taking is a skill that improves with practice. The more you do it, the more natural it will become. And it's worth the effort. Studies have shown that couples who regularly practice perspective taking experience less conflict and greater intimacy. So next time an argument flares up, pause and try to see things from their perspective. It might just turn a heated debate into a meaningful conversation. Chapter 6: Trust Transforms, Building the Bedrock of Understanding. Trust is the foundation of any strong relationship. Without it, arguments can feel like attacks rather than discussions. But with trust, even the most challenging conversations can become opportunities for growth. Building trust starts with consistency. When your words and actions align, you create a sense of reliability. As Stephen M. R. Covey puts it, trust is the glue of life. It's the most essential ingredient in effective communication. Honesty is another pillar of trust. Being truthful, even when it's difficult, shows that you respect your partner enough to be open with them. According to a study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, honesty is directly linked to higher relationship satisfaction. Openness is equally important. Sharing your thoughts and feelings, and encouraging your partner to do the same, creates a safe space for honest dialogue. This doesn't mean you have to share every thought that crosses your mind, but being open about what matters can deepen your connection. Trust also involves forgiveness. Holding on to past grievances can erode trust and keep conflict simmering below the surface. Learning to let go and forgive can pave the way for a healthier relationship. It's not about forgetting, but about choosing to move forward together. Building and maintaining trust takes effort, but the rewards are worth it. Trust transforms how you handle conflicts, turning potential arguments into productive discussions. As John Gottman, a renowned relationship researcher, says, trust is built in very small moments. Each of these moments adds up, creating a strong foundation for your relationship. By focusing on trust, you can create an environment where understanding flourishes. This makes it easier to turn arguments into opportunities for deeper connection and mutual respect.